Background removal. This is one of the features in Descript where you can remove the background and keep the primary subject. This is done by AI. Descript's AI is looking at your video and figuring out what the prominent subject is and what's background and eliminating everything that's not the prominent subject. Pretty cool, huh? It works a little bit different than green screen or chroma key in that you're not picking a specific color and saying, eliminate this color from my video, like the green screen behind me. Instead, Descript is using AI to identify what is the foreground of this picture and then remove everything else. It doesn't really matter if the background behind you is multiple colors. This is something like what you'd see in your video conferencing software. It can remove, say, your home environment behind you and then let you put in a background of your choosing, like a fancy office or something like that. This is still a pretty new feature. There's room for improvement, but overall, I've been pretty impressed with the background removal in Descript. Let's take a look at how it works. Here we are inside Descript, and I have a project open called the Dumb Video for Butchering, and that's because I made this horrible video just so we could tear it apart and play with some of the features of Descript and see how things worked. I apologize for my ugly mug. In every other way, this video is hideous. So we want to remove the background from this. Just click on the video within the canvas. You'll see it selects everything down in the timeline. And then we want to come over here under the properties panel. We want to click the plus button by effects. We want to add an effect. And what we're going to say is green screen. This is a little bit misleading because it's not just looking for a green screen. It's really background removal. The chroma key would be where we select just the color green and make it go away, or whatever single color we want to eliminate from the video. I made sure I set this up and position myself so that there would be more than just a green screen behind me. I wanted to make sure there was other stuff in this background. We'll see what it does with the chair. We'll see what it does with this wall over here. So under effects, we'll click green screen and we will let it do its thing. You'll notice down here, it gives you a little pop-up that tells you what it's doing. And Descript is really good about that. On the right side toward the bottom of the properties panel, it tells you what it's working on. So right now it says applying green screen to dumb video for butchering.mp4. It's using AI for this process, again, to identify the foreground and then eliminate anything that's in the background. It's not just replacing a color with transparent. That would be chroma key. And there we go. And that did pretty good. It got rid of the green screen. Notice it got rid of the wall that was back there. It got rid of my chair in that particular scene. If we want to see the original or we want to turn off this effect after we've applied it, we can just come up here next to green screen, hit the little eyeball. We've got green screen. We've got the chair that has both black and red in it. Over here, we've got a wall, and this is a crappy video. This was shot at 720p, and then you have this hideous subject here that you've got to deal with. Again, my apologies. Let's go ahead and turn that effect back on, and I'm just clicking through randomly some places here to see how it did. Maybe we'll go back to the beginning. You can scrub through the timeline, or you can just scroll over here in your script panel by text and start a replay video everywhere you want. Notice down at the bottom, whatever you're doing over here in the script panel, wherever that cursor is, it's lining up the playhead down here in the timeline. So let's go to the beginning here. Things we have to have in order to create video content. That looks pretty good. It did a really good job of taking out everything that was in the background and leaving what was in the foreground, which was this ugly guy right here. There's a bit of a green glare. You might have noticed it over here on my shoulders and perhaps a little bit up on, I can't tell if it's on my ear or not. The reason I get that green glare is light reflecting off my green screen that is very close behind me. This is light reflecting off of it and bouncing onto my shoulder. And the best way to eliminate that would be with some additional lighting and, most importantly, moving that green screen further away from the subject you want to keep in the video. The green in my eyeglasses up here has nothing to do with the green screen behind me. That's part of the anti-glare coatings and jazz that come in eyeglasses these days. You turn certain ways and the green reflects. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the way that worked out. We're going to select this video again, turn that off, show you the difference between what traditional green screen is. We come over here and we say effects, add an effect, add chroma key. By default, it's going to green, which you can see here. If you click in the settings, you can adjust the similarity. Ooh, that was weird. The smoothness, the spill. If we increase the spill at this point, it ends up taking holes in my eyes, which could get really creepy if something moves behind me. We need to leave this spill here pretty low. That's chroma key. And again, that's just taking out one color. And so we'll look at the difference. It does take it a second when you turn the green screen effect on and off again. So that's what it looks like with background removal. And then this is what it looks like with chroma key. So the background removal, what they're calling green screen, the AI background remover is a much, much better option and saves a whole lot of time editing. I've used this a couple of times. I found it to be pretty good. Is it perfect? No, nothing's perfect, but it's pretty darn good and saves a whole lot of time. The next thing we're going to do here is look at subtitles and captions. I hope you'll stick around for that. Just click the video that's on the right side of your screen right now, and we'll get going. If you don't have Descript yet, you can try it for free. There's a link in the description, and you can stay on the free tier as long as you like, so you can really play around with it and see if it works for you. Full disclosure, I may receive a commission at no extra cost to you if you use my link.